Sir, it's the second season of the Spin Cycle. Give me my music. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present to you the official producer extraordinaire, DJ Reese Varnell. And yours truly, the one and only, the innovator, the inspirator, the eradicator, the DJ Dirty Laundry again. Yes, sir. Season 2. We're back. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. Back in the lab, working on stuff. 2025 came in with a bang. Reese, what you got to say about 2025, brother?
It's here and it's wide open. I'm telling you. The bookings are crazy right now.
What do you mean wide pause? What do you mean wide open?
Wide open, man. I think this is going to be a good year.
Reese be coming up with these phrases
crazy,
sometimes, man.
I thought it was going to be, off to a little slow start, but, man, the phone's been ringing. The deposits been coming in.
Wow.
Everything.
Deposits. He's talking about deposits already.
And taxes ain't even got back yet.
Taxes. I don't get taxes. You get taxes?
No, what I mean, people get their taxes. They want to hire a DJ. And I got to wait till my taxes come back.
My wife is still mad at me about that. You don't get taxes. You get nothing back.
Man, I ain't got taxes back in 10 years.
I'm new to that club.
In fact, I just wrote a big check. I'm fixing to have to write another one in April.
See, I wish I was like you, big boy.
And then 2 months later, you got to write another one. See, people don't see this part. This is the business part. So when you pay quarterly taxes, you got to pay in January.
They don't see
then
that.
You got to pay in April.
What about the business insurance? People don't see that either.
You got to pay in June.
Almost $2,000 a year in business insurance.
Oh, Lord. Don't even get me started.
They don't see that part.
Don't get me started.
Man, we got a good one today, man. I got a past bride, also a member of the Duddy Club. Sir, can you turn the ringer volume off, sir?
Man, spam. Somebody trying to sell me something already.
We got a nice show today, but I say nice. It's going to be, as the way it says, it's great. It's fantastic. It is beautiful. You like the way I did that with my hands?
Can you do all of them at the same time?
No, cannot. But I did want to say something, though. You got this new setup right now, looking all spiffy and stuff for 25.
Yeah.
And we got this big table that sits all high up in the air. Why exactly is a table this high?
It's good drink hot. So you can sit here with your elbow.
That's not what you said a while ago.
That isn't.
What did you say a while ago, sir?
I said so it can cover up our physiques.
Say the dad bods. That's what you said.
Our dad bods.
Cover up the dad bods. So we got a high table now.
Hey, the table we used to use was higher than this.
Yeah, well, you didn't notice because we sat together like 2 squares on Sesame Street or something, like Ernie and Bert or something.
Well, you get your own camera now. So
yeah.
I got mine, and we got a combo.
That's right. So you can go back and forth with this editing piece, huh?
Yeah, so when you're talking, I can just point it over there, and I don't have to worry about what I'm doing over here.
You know, before our first guest calls, I just want to make sure I get my workout in. You got time for a workout?
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm afraid to ask what it is.
You know the patented DJ Duddy Shimmy Shake. This is to warm up the glutes. But we're not going to show the glutes. We're just going to show the arms, the shoulders. No glutes today. Look.
I'm going to point this one on you.
Shimmy, 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 Nice and tight. I'm ready.
Okay.
What's your turn?
I'm good.
So you don't got to warm up on nothing? You don't got to stretch nothing?
I did pregame stretches before you got here.
Oh, gosh. The things I have to do, I tell you. But,
you believe that, right?
No, I don't. But I did come in here thinking I was going to go get something to eat first, and you told me no. So.
Man, I said, what time are you coming? You said 12. That means time to go to work. Doesn't mean you get a lunch break.
Dude, it's season 2, man.
Man, I took you to Blue Moose the other day.
You did?
Good. That was good.
Now, my question is, since it's the brand new setup and everything, when the first person calls to do this, how are we going to hear them and they're going to hear us?
You got a phone.
So you just hold it up to the headset? How am I supposed to do this?
No, you just talk to them on your phone.
On my phone?
Yeah.
But the headset, how am I supposed to hear them? This technology stuff is getting to me, people. How am I supposed to do this?
You can hear it in your headphones. I don't know.
But I'm going to talk to them on the mic and they're going to hear it on the phone?
Do you want me to call you? We'll give it a
test
test
just give a test run real quick. Give me a real quick test run.
All right, we're going to test run this.
Yeah, if y'all hear loud sounds, you know why.
Y'all bear with us.
Yeah, we're working on this. Work in progress. Ready, set, action.
All right, let's see if you come through.
All right, let's do it.
Turn the Bluetooth on.
Yes, it's on. What do I do? Road? Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear
I can
you.
hear you.
Okay, we got a delay. I'm going to turn this speaker off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
There's the call. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's try it live on the air.
Unknown caller.
Hello?
Hey, it's Aisling.
Hey, can you hear me good?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. We're trying out the new system right now. Aisling, do me a favor. Introduce yourself real quick and tell them how you got to know DJ Dirty Laundry Game.
Hi, I'm Aisling, new son Jack to my family. I found DJ Dirty Laundry through actually my venue at House Farms. He came highly, highly, highly recommended. Quite literally everybody I spoke to recommended him and said he was absolutely amazing. And I can attest to those statements as well. I can't say more good things about him, honestly. The experience we had was above my expectations that I could possibly have. So perfection was definitely reached.
See that? So the reason I reached out to you, this is our first episode of season 2, by the way. So I'm glad I'm getting a chance to talk to you. My question to you is, since you're a past bride, you also remember the Dirty Club, by the way, but you already know, we talk about it all the time. As a bride planning, and you also share a little bit of more information that you may have before I ask this question. What do you do as a profession, by the way?
So my profession is actually a wedding planner in Charleston, South Carolina. So I handle 50 plus weddings a year along my other planners and my with the company I work with. So I'm very, very in depth with all of the DJs, and everything that I do is very, very much part of your wheelhouse as well.
Interesting. So as a bride and also a wedding planner, now let's put you back in the bride mindset, all right? Not the wedding planner mindset. When you were planning your wedding, did you have like a list of priorities and stuff of how you were going to go about tasking yourself with the wedding? I mean, help me help you.
Yeah, so for sure. One of the first things that I really looked at was kind of looking for a venue. And then from there, my next two biggest things to find was a photographer and a DJ. I wanted to make sure the night was memorable for me as well as my guests. And then I wanted to make sure those moments were captured. And so after I found my photographer, she spoke highly of you as well. And so it felt like a no-brainer to choose you. And then after speaking with you a few times over the phone, I knew I had made the right decision. And honestly, after the wedding, I had so many compliments about you as a DJ and also as a person. Everybody loved you. It was truly a night to remember, and I think everyone caught the feelings as well.
Appreciate that. Man, it done made me blush right there. See that? So my question again now, just to come back to it a little bit, just because we're trying to help future brides and couples be more educated about wedding planning. And I know sometimes it becomes overbearing or overwhelming. Is that the better word? Overwhelming? Is that better?
Yeah, definitely overwhelming.
What advice would you give to future brides when it comes to from the time they get engaged to the actual day of getting married? What kind of advice would you give a future bride?
What I would say is definitely whenever you're talking to the vendors that you plan on booking, kind of get to know them more on like a personal level rather than just kind of looking at their work. Obviously, their work is important as well, but you want to make sure you connect with that vendor as well as like a person. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of hard to relay the information and like the emotions that you want to convey on the wedding day. So I definitely looked at each person that I was going to work with and see if I could have a conversation with them, if it would flow easy, if I'm able to speak with them and tell them the things that I like as well as the things that I don't like. As a bride, it's very important to make sure you're communicating with everyone and tell them that you don't like something, because at the end of the day, it is your wedding day and you want to make sure it's perfect. And you want to make sure you have the people in your corner that are going to do exactly what they're expected of and what you're wanting them to do as well.
Man, I wish I could put you on a mantelpiece right now. I just hit play every single time so future brides can hear this. By the way, I got my producer extraordinaire, DJ Reese Varnell. He's here right here. Reese, you got any questions?
No, I'm just glad to hear your experience and also your insight on for our future brides, because, this is what we're here for. We're here to help our couples even before they plan the wedding, during the planning process, and of course, hopefully that all that works out to where they remember their day is the best one ever.
Yeah, sure. Ace, I got a question here. Check this out. So we were having a conversation and we were talking about as far as picking your wedding plans. Now, take me out the equation right now. We're talking about everything you need to do when wedding planning. And we said most times you go on Facebook or whatever, they're always asking for an affordable, great vendor. Is that even possible?
For sure. I think it's very possible. You have to be realistic with your expectations with your budget first off. And then you also really need to look at the vendor itself. If they're really going to be what you're wanting, are you willing to splurge a little bit? Are you willing to make that vendor kind of more of a priority versus something else? Personally, that's what I did. I wasn't super fond of, excuse me, flowers. Flowers wasn't something that I was super worried about or wanting. So I took the cheaper route on that and then spent more money on other things like my photographer and my DJ that I knew that I really wanted to make sure the experience was great and that I thoroughly enjoyed those vendors. So that was something that I highly recommended. So it's for sure something that you can do. You can find an affordable and great vendor, but you just have to make sure that you're being realistic with yourself.
Man. So another question. As far as trends, at your wedding, you were really like upbeat and abreast of all the stuff that was coming up. So as far as trends for 2025, what do you see that you still like and you don't like from the past and what you like now going forward?
So one thing that I've noticed both personally and professionally is favors are kind of out. Nobody really does them anymore. And those that do, it's usually something that's more edible that guests can eat while they're there rather than take home with them. And then honestly, kind of like just grand weddings in general. A lot of people are going for the smaller, more intimate vibe. Initially, I actually was planning to have a larger wedding, and it ended up being around 65 people, which in all honesty was actually perfect. The people that I wanted there were there, and the people that felt that they could make it showed up. So it's truly what I wanted. And I thoroughly enjoyed the people that were able and did show up for me and my now husband. So I would say probably grand weddings and then like favors are like two of the things that people are kind of shying away from nowadays.
Yeah. So how does social media impact the bride as far as in the wedding planning process? And the reason I ask this is because you go on Instagram, you go on TikTok, you go on all these different sites, and there's all these big grandiose ideas and these big elaborate things they're doing, and they try to do in their own wedding, but they don't have the same crowd. They may have the same venue. They may not have the same budget. Like, as far as that, what do you think about social media and wedding planning?
It's actually one of the most important tools we could use nowadays. Truly, I mean, everybody is on social media. I personally use it to my advantage. I recommend it to anybody that I speak with. It is a very insightful view on the person that you're trying to book with. I mean, you're going to see their work firsthand. You're going to see how guests are reacting to them, regardless of it's the same venue or what they're paying. You're still seeing the interaction between that vendor and the client, and I think it's super important to be able to see that and kind of see what you're getting yourself into.
Okay. And I'm just saying that the reason why I'm saying that, like I said, social media plays such a big role. I know everybody goes to TikTok, they go to Instagram, and they see these things, and they all think, well, my wedding is going to be exactly like that. Like it's, we can just duplicate stuff for every single wedding. And it's really not the case, correct?
Right. No, that's very true. And like personally, I knew you kind of have to know your crowd. So if you, for example, looking at your site, you're going to see a lot of partying, a lot of fun. And if that's the kind of group that you're wanting to have and you're wanting to have that kind of night, then you would look for a DJ that's going to do that. And thankfully, I found you, and we definitely did have a party, which is exactly what I was wanting. If your crowd's not really big into dancing, then obviously you wouldn't want to go with a DJ that's really, really getting everybody going and getting a party going. You're going to want to find someone that's more matched to you and your personality and your group's personality.
Gotcha. So do me a favor real quick, because it's a pleasure and honor to have you on. Dirty Club is for life. Real quick, tell us about your website, about you as far as your tags, your handles, all that good stuff, if somebody wanted to get in touch with you.
So I actually work for a company in Charleston called Pinnacle Weddings. My boss is amazing. I absolutely adore her. She is one of the best people I've ever known and worked for. Our wedding handle is, let me look it up real quick, make sure I'm saying it right. For Pinnacle Weddings in Charleston, it's going to be Pinnacle_Weddings. And then my personal account is ASI_Senjak, SENDZIAK. And we do have a TikTok as well as a Facebook account as well.
Perfect. You know when you get off the phone, of course, you know you got to text me all that information so I can make sure and tag you and everything on this.
Of course.
All right. Anything you want to say as a parting gift? Anything at all?
Honestly, for any brides that are going to be listening or any vendors, just make sure you're doing what you want to do. That's one thing that I always advocate as a planner is you're always having the wedding that you want, not what someone else wants. So always look at what you're wanting with you and your fiance, and kind of have the best day of your life if you can.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
You know, anytime I want to reach out to you, you're going to answer that phone. I appreciate it so much. Thank you again. Dirty Club is for life. Miss Aisling, congratulations one more time. Thank you for joining my podcast.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. You have a good one.
You too.
And don't forget to text me that stuff.
Bye-bye.
For sure.
Yeah, pretty good, man.
Very cool. Good stuff.
That's a past bride.
Yes.
And like she said, smaller, intimate wedding, but they had a great time. And she's also a wedding planner from Charleston. Mm-hmm. So I thought, you know, it's our first episode back. Let's give them a chance to hear from somebody. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Spin Cycle, DJ Dirty Launch the Game, DJ Reese Barnett, producer extraordinaire.
Yes.
It's time to go.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I'm already.
Hey, think you
That's right.
What to do?
Season 2. We out.
You can tell us what to wear.